And this one is funny. I didn't even take the sticker off. I just put it right there in the listing. It says Goodwill, $3 in 2005. Well, I bought this at a yard sale for $2, went up the road to a Goodwill within 3 minutes of the yard sale and bought another one for $3. And it's the same price, so I guess no inflation on super shooters over the last 14 years. As historical author Anthony Brandt has said, other things may change us, but we start and end with family. I've been picking the Commonwealth for 20 years, searching high and low at yard, estate sales, antique malls, thrift stores, junk shops, garages, and sometimes even barns for treasures I can pass on to new homes through eBay. But now as I watch my little ones growing up before my eyes, I find that my real treasures are right here with me every day. So join us as we pick, flip, and resell on our 2 eBay stores and in our 2 antique booths. Hello everybody, welcome back to Commonwealth Picker. My name is Kevin and we're in the eBay cave, and I normally say we're in the eBay cave this evening, but it's not this evening. This is something I don't often do, but since I don't have to go to school today, I am going to get some shipments out and ready to go and take them to the post office today that were actually sold yesterday evening. I don't often do that, but that's what I'm going to do this time because I've had so many sales I haven't been able to keep up. This is half a day's worth of sales. $407.45 and one sale out of the Homeschool Hustler store for like $15.75. I think that's what it was. So that's half a day's worth of sales. So we are selling tons and tons of stuff. And I often joke about quitting my job. Well, if I had sales like Q4 sales year round, I could definitely not teach anymore. Now, I like teaching, so I'm not going to quit my job anytime soon. You know, I've got some great students, some great kids. I've got some great students and some great kids. And I enjoy teaching. I'm doing it for 20 years. About the same length of time. I think I've been teaching one more year than I've been doing eBay. I do think that it's a possibility that sometime in the future, eBay will be my only job. I prefer it to be, you know, in 10 years, and I'll get my little retirement for teaching, and that would be ideal. But I can't keep up with these sales, and sometimes I wonder maybe I should just do this. I won't let the illusion of Q4 get to me, because in the springtime it will slow down to a trickle for us. Summertime is the slowest for a lot of resellers, but not for us. Springtime is the slowest for us because I'm teaching and I'm coaching baseball, and I just am not listing very much. Summer picks up a little bit because I'm a teacher and I don't have to be at school every day, and I can list every day. So that's kind of our cycle. Summer is great for us. Fall is good for us. Q4 is amazing for us. Late fall, winter. October, November, December. October this year wasn't great, but November has been excellent, and we're hoping for a good December as well. So we are going to let you take a look at a half a day's worth of sales here as we get them ready to go out. And I think there was a couple of viewer sales in there as well, and we'll mention those. So let's take a look. First one is another one of these little mini string lights, and it's Rudolph and Bumble and a snowflake. And we've been selling these pretty good lately. Didn't pay much for them. I think $1.50. They're selling for $10.36. Nothing amazing, but a nice little close to a $5 profit. And we had multiples of them, and we're selling them out. I think we'll sell them out. We have 3 more to go. More Fontanini is selling. This is a fireplace. It's called Lighted Fireplace, and it sold for, let me see if I can find it here, $26.41. This is a consignment sale from Dirt Road Treasures. After fees, after expenses, 50-50 split. We've been selling it pretty good, so hopefully they're happy with the results. We're over halfway through with the items, I think. Maybe not halfway, but the bigger items are definitely halfway through, and the little figures we have not got halfway through yet. Here's another little Fontanini. It's an ox and a cart with produce, and it sold for $14.95 plus shipping, and it's an easy one. It should stay under, it's going to be close, but it should stay about 12 ounces is my guess. Just a side note, having the right size box is perfect, because if you have the right size box, you're going to be able to keep those ounces underneath. So it is well worth it, in my opinion, to spend 15 to 25 cents on these small boxes and buy them in bulk, because you're making your money back in shipping oftentimes. Not on every one, but on every few. You're making a little bit back, and it's paying for 3 or 4 of them, and the convenience is unbelievable, and the storage is great too. Plus, you don't have to spend time hunting for boxes. That's nothing against hunting for boxes. I hunt for boxes all the time, and when I see the stuff out there, I grab it. But sometimes it's nice just to have them on hand. Shameless plug. In the description, I have links to certain size boxes that you see me all the time ship from above. I think we might do that today if I have time. I gotta hurry and get this stuff to the post office. Maybe I can get Blue Ridge Mama down here to help me pack. All right, this is a retail arbitrage item that Blue Ridge Mama bought. We sold a few of these in the past and made more money. We discounted them pretty heavily, and we're only making about 15 bucks now each. And at this size, it's not worth it, but we did make a bunch of money before selling them off, and we're down to 4 left. And hopefully they sell this Christmas. And I think they came from TJ Maxx. They may have came from Walmart well after Christmas. I'm not sure. I'll have to ask Blue Ridge Mama. But I'm not sure if this is a sturdy enough box where I can put it in one of those contractor bags or not. Probably not because of that little window up there, but we'll see. All right, so here is a 4th of July Abraham Lincoln Death Wish coffee creamer. It doesn't have a number on the bottom of it, and this sold for 30 bucks free shipping. And this one is gonna recoup our initial investment for us finally, our $100 initial investment. And we have 2 more mugs up there for sale. One is on an auction right now and should get between 30 and 60 bucks, I think. And then there's another one we have listed for 150, and those will be both pure profit because we made the money back on these. Let me show you the list. So we got a total of 5 of them for 100 bucks, $41 profit, $39 profit, $21 profit. We're at 101 bucks. So those final 2 will be complete profit. I'm hoping to double our money, turn 100 into 200 with 5 sales. It's worth it, I think. It's about $90 to $110 an hour doing something like that. There's a board game part I'm not going to bore you with right now. And this was Paradise Found. I think Blue Ridge Mama found this. We initially had it listed for like 22 bucks. Thought it would sell in the summer. It didn't. And it is Honolulu, Hawaii. This is the real deal as far as a Hawaiian shirt goes. It's even got the wood buttons. It's kind of cool. It's got the motorcycle stuff out there, the Tiki Tavern. It sold just for $17.50 because we reduced it by 20% to get it sold. I probably could have waited till the summertime and tweaked the listing and got 21 or so, but I'm happy it's gone, and we made a nice little profit of about $7 to $9. This is a Eneman sale, and it is a viewer sale, and actually it's not a viewer sale. I'm just so used to saying viewer sale. I'd say 70% of the Eneman sales are to viewers. Kind of a way to say thank you to us, and it's, I don't know, it's pretty amazing. So you guys have been great. This went to somebody named Michael. I don't think it's a viewer because there was no message. If it was, Michael, thank you. And it was bought at full price. So if you're a viewer and you want it, just send me a little message. I'll give you a little discount and we'll send you an offer back, and leave a message if you want me to say it. This one, actually, we got a problem with this one. I'm going to have to find a different one. It's missing the F. This one is going to go out, and we're making a pretty good profit. We don't make much money on these, but when they're bought at full price, we make a decent amount, and it's definitely well worth our time. For those of you who are new to the show, I had a video about buying these. We bought 1,500 Eneman, 1,500 of them. My wife said, "What in the world are you doing?" So we have them in a space that I have designated so my wife doesn't see them all the time and continually roll her eyes at me. But we're selling them off pretty quick. So we've already sold this year, since we started the YouTube show, we've probably sold 70 of these things, which is amazing. So we can't thank y'all enough. Sold another one of these Virginia Tech bags. We heavily discounted these things to get rid of them. And this is the last one I have hanging up here, but it still shows a quantity of 3, which means that I have some that I took to the booth that I forgot to delist here. So I'm going to see if I can stop by Bell Treasures today and grab a few and bring them back. Or maybe she put them in Needful Things. Bring them back since we are selling them off fairly quickly at this reduced price, $5.41 plus shipping. So we're still making money. We got these things so cheap. But we sold a bunch early and we haven't sold any since. And I just want them out of here so I can use this space up here for something different. Had a few viewers say they've picked these up lately and they've been selling them. And it is the time to sell them. October, November, and early December is when you sell these. And I dropped the ball. I had, I think, 4 and I had none listed. I listed one in the late summer and it sold. But I had 4 more and hadn't listed any of them. And this one is funny. I didn't even take the sticker off. I just put it right there in the listing. It says Goodwill, $3 in 2005. Well, I bought this at a yard sale for $2, went up the road to a Goodwill within 3 minutes of the yard sale and bought another one for $3. And it's the same price, so I guess no inflation on super shooters over the last 14 years. This one's, it needs cleaned. I cleaned it. I didn't put the parts in the dishwasher. I cleaned it as best I could with a wipe. Took good pictures of it and said, hey, this thing's working. You may want to be a little bit more particular about cleaning the gun itself before you do it. And it sold for $22.41. That's about what we typically get. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, but I'm happy with that when you pay that price. You know, you're making $15 to $19 or something like this, depending on shipping and how much you're paying in fees and all that. So it's not bad. I used to get more. I used to get like 25 bucks a pop for these, and I've sold so many of these, I don't even know. I'm just drawn to them. If I see that at a yard sale from like 50 feet away, I'm like, oh, I gotta go get that. It's funny. I mean, you're not making a bunch of money, but I see them all the time because people don't pick them up. It's something to look out for if you're willing to invest a little bit of time in selling these. They're not amazing, but they'll sell, and I have 2 more, so now I'm going to take some pictures and list 1 more. I'm sitting here doing this thing, and this phone just keeps going off, and I don't. Our store has gone from 924 listings to 818 listings in like 3 days. I mean, we have been selling so much stuff, and that's awesome. You know, I love to have a store full of stuff, but I also like to have room to maneuver, and it's good timing before we go out there in that shed and kind of make a new home. And if we can get rid of stuff and be able to maneuver and keep listing all of the items that we bought all summer, I think that'll be good. So I'm happy that everything's going out the door. Hey, that reminds me, I'm sitting here looking at this sweater. You know, Blue Ridge Mama bought me this sweater, and I don't really like it. She always, why don't you wear that sweater? So every once in a while I pull it out. So I figured I'd pull it out and I'd put it on and wear it during this video, and she'd think I'd really like it. So now I gotta hope she doesn't watch this video. So what do you think of this thing? What do you think? My students at school, when I wear it, tease me about it. So anyway, another Fleet Eneman, and this guy is going out to a viewer. Let me read it. It says, hey Kevin, I have been subscribed to your YouTube channel for a few months and watched just about every night. What do you mean just about? Come on, I'm kidding. I started reselling this year and just earned top rated. So that's pretty good first year. I appreciate the info you share and feel like you are easy to relate to based on how you source and what you sell. You know, I hear that from people. They're like, I like this show because you're selling the junk that I'm selling. Thanks for everything. Happy to support the channel, and happy Thanksgiving. So that's from Jay. So we appreciate you, Jay, and we'll get this sent off to you, and hopefully it makes somebody's stocking stuffer fun this year. Here's a Hallmark ornament we bought as part of that box full of ornaments for 10 bucks. We're selling probably 2/3 of them off in the antique booths, and they're selling okay. You know, for lower prices, $3, $4, $1, $5, depends on which one. This one sold on eBay, and it sold for $8.76 free shipping. So we could have put this in the booth and made $3, but we put it on the eBay store, and we're going to make about $4 on it. So I don't know, probably better off putting this in the booth, but I like to keep both stores full, and if we have to move stuff at some point, we'll move it. But this is an interesting one. It says Toyland Tower, and it's got a little bear drumming on there. This one has motion on it, and maybe even lights, but I'm not sure. So anyway, it's going out, and we'll make a few bucks on it. It's an easy shipper. Here's a youth size XL Nike sweatshirt, zip, nothing special, $14.36 free shipping. Paid $1 for it at a yard sale. So it's, you know, it's going to make us about $7. It's youth size, so it should stay under 16 ounces. And if that's the case, we're looking at about a $7, $6.50 profit. Nothing amazing, but if I find this stuff dirt cheap, $1.50, sometimes I'll pick it up. Depends on how much inventory we have. Picked this up. I think I picked this up at a yard sale. Blue Ridge Mama might have picked it up, but I'm pretty sure I bought these at a yard sale for a couple of bucks, and it sold for $12 plus shipping. Not an amazing profit, but it's LL Bean. I thought they'd probably bring 20 plus shipping, and they didn't, and they were on the store all winter last year. And so these have been in our store for a long time, so I put it on 20% discount and got the $12 out of it. And we're still making money. You know, we'll make like $8, $9 profit on them. But I would like to make something, especially on shoes like this. I would like to think I could make at least 15 on them. Sold another Patience and Brewster ornament. I'm not going to pull this one out because we have so much on this video already, but it's a neat one. It's Moonbeam Christmas. And this stuff's good sellers, guys. If you guys get it, it'll sell fairly quick and for pretty good prices, obviously around Christmas time. $22.91 free shipping. We have the perfect box for it, and it'll stay probably, it'll be about an 8 ouncer. It might be 4 ounces, but I doubt it. It is pretty light, but we're gonna probably bank on about an 8 ouncer. And so we'll make a pretty nice little profit on these guys. We've sold a ton of these. We sold another one you're gonna look at in just a second. We're gonna turn our little $35 investment into about 150, maybe a little less, 120 in profit off of these guys. Blue Ridge Mama sold the last of the sweater machine, the last of the identical sweater machine pieces. The sweater machine, you need to pick them up out there. I've picked them up in the past and I've avoided them, but Blue Ridge Mama has convinced me to get these. She put in the hard work, and there are 5 different things that she's selling off. Well, she sold, this is the 3rd of these like insert things, I don't know what they're called. Sweater machine parts needle extension. So this needle extension sold for $21.95. She paid $3 for it. And she's sold 3 of these for $21.95 plus shipping, 3 of them, and sold one other part, and I think she has another one left, so a different part of inside the machine. I'm not sure what it is. So she's made, wow, she's made about $75 off of these, and then has another part left. She's made a ton of money, almost $100. I was initially saying 80, but it's going to be more than that. It's going to be close to $100 in profit off of that sweater machine, selling them off. When in doubt, part it out. It's a Peanuts t-shirts, 50-cent buy. I picked it up somewhere, I don't even really remember where, and it sold for $10.41. And some people are like, why do you waste your time? Well, it's easy, because I put it up here. My boy takes the pictures of a lot of the shirts like this, and you take, 3-4 pictures, and yeah, I've had some comments out there, how do you take your pictures? Don't look at me for taking pictures. Most of my pictures aren't all that good, and you see how much we're selling. So I need to improve that a little bit, but you know what? Things are selling, so we'll improve it when things stop selling. So this sold for $10.41. I paid maybe a quarter, maybe 50 cents. Let's say 50 cents. So we're looking at $2 with fees and cost of goods, and then shipping for this will be, let's say, $3. So that's a $5.41 profit on a shirt like this. And the time frame put into something like this is not very much. So probably put maybe 12 minutes, into this whole process. So if that's the case, you're looking at about close to $30 in profit per hour on a shirt like this. So that's kind of my limit. I won't work for less than 20. I shoot for 30. And so this is a borderline buy for me, but to me, $30 an hour is worth it. It's worth it. $20 an hour is great. I could be driving a school bus like I used to do, driving school teams to events and making $16 an hour, or I could be at home with my kids, even though I'm working with my wife, and I don't have to sit out there all night away from my house, and I can make a lot more money selling stuff like this. So I'd much rather do that. All right, here's another Patience and Brewster ornament. I thought I'd show you this one because they're kind of neat. This is zebra. Reagan loves zebras. And this one sold for $24.81. $24.81. So that's going to be a nice little profit. At this point, we're well into the profit on these, and they're good. So keep an eye out for Patience and Brewster. All right, as always, we'll put something else on the end of this video like we always do. And don't forget to go check out Commonwealth Flipper. Check out that channel. I think I'm putting a video that we did earlier in the year over there about recycling metal, recycling silver plate. Silver plate's out there everywhere. It's worth nothing. And just wanted to run a little experiment with a friend of mine, Kevin, who you've seen on the show a few times. He does this and doesn't make a bunch of money, but it is interesting to see the whole scrapping process and see if that kind of thing is worth adding to your repertoire. For me, it's not, I don't think, not yet, but maybe it is in the future, depending on the prices of metals and things like that. Maybe if I created a system where it would work. So if you're interested in that, go check that video out on Commonwealth Flipper. So we can't thank y'all enough for subscribing, for hitting that alert bell, for giving these videos thumbs up. We just keep growing, and we don't have anybody to thank out there except for you guys who have supported us, supported my family through purchases, through watching videos. We appreciate all of you, and see you next time. All right, this sold on the Homeschool Hustler store. It did not sell to a viewer, so I'm not going to go grab the kids. They're upstairs doing a little bit of playing, and I don't want to grab them. So this is something I bought at a yard sale that I have on a video, and I can't remember how much I paid for these. Maybe somebody out there can remind me. It wasn't much. I think they maybe wanted 50 cents or something, and I ended up paying like 40 or something like that. But at any rate, it sold for $16, free shipping. So it's a nice little profit for us, and there were multiples of these, so we're gonna make it over and over again. So if we make like 10 bucks on this lot, there's like 4 more that are identical. So surprised they didn't sell before Halloween, and now they sold. I think I had them listed too late, too close to Halloween. So nice little sale. Now how you gonna help me carry all that stuff out if you got that cat in your hands?
I don't know.
Look at all that, Turner. That's crazy.
I know.
You gonna help me carry it out?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to work.